Hello, hello. Thank you for joining Mama's Boy Sports Talk. That's my mama.
Hey, Reed.
I'm her little boy. We talk sports. How you been, Mama? It's been a while.
Yeah, it's been a while. A lot of sports going on. I've been traveling a little bit, working a little bit, watching the dynamic duo a little bit. So there you go. I've been busy though, for sure. Mhm.
So we're gonna the focus of this one will be the NBA playoffs primarily. I wanted to get your take, good, bad, or otherwise, on the play-in tournament format.
I'm trying to determine who the format benefits. Was it for the fans or just what? Because there seemed to be enough. I mean, what the number one versus number 8 seed, there seemed to be enough teams in the NBA playoffs without having to create another way to get in there. I'm not sure if it's for the fan, like the casual fan, maybe get their eyeballs on the game. But I guess I'm really not a fan of it because it seems to be to reward maybe teams that perhaps shouldn't be there if they can win a game or two. So I don't know. Yeah, what are you thinking?
I actually like it. To me, it kind of it promotes hope to those 9th and 10th seeded teams and their fans primarily. It gives them hope, gives them that 1 or 2 extra chances to possibly sneak into the playoffs. Let's be honest about it. It also gives those 7th and 8th seeds incentive to maybe not just get stuck in that seed and be content with that. Because now you know, hey, if I get the 6th seed, then I can rest some guys. But if I'm 7th or 8th, I got to play one of these other teams over here. So I think it'll stay around just because of the financial benefit. And I kind of like it. It's kind of like with LeBron. He loved it last year in the bubble. But then when the Lakers were victim of having to be in it, all of a sudden he didn't like it. Or Mark Cuban voted for it last year. And then earlier this season, when the Mavs were like an 8th, 9th, 10th seed, then all of a sudden he had negativity towards the play-in tournament. So to me, it's kind of like, oh, everyone liked it until it affected their team. Then they were like, oh.
Was it due to that, or was it due to the fact that the season was so quick? I mean, it's as if they finished the playoffs and then a month later, here they are, back into basketball season again. So was it that, or was it perhaps the season just wasn't, they didn't get enough rest during the off season?
That could have been probably some of LeBron's point, but he didn't really elaborate that I saw. He just did a 180, all of a sudden said he didn't like the idea of it. And it's like, okay, you sang a different tune just less than a year ago in the bubble, but I digress.
That's all right. But Memphis I think they are really proving that they belong. They really, really are stepping it up with Morant and that other little kid that's on their team. So yeah, for those that like that play in, I think Memphis is showing why you would like it. You would like that type of format.
So that's a good segue. Let's get into the first round matchups. Right out the gate, Utah against Memphis. Utah surprised their coach, and they surprised Donovan Mitchell, and they surprised Rudy Gobert by sitting Mitchell. I think they were playing Memphis a little cheap, then they wound up losing that game. How do you see that series playing out?
I really think that, if you look at Utah, I think they had like a number 1 or a 2 seed. But other than Donovan Mitchell, I mean, who do they really have? Memphis, they're a young team, but they've got that guard, Ja Morant. They have a fearless team, and I really think that Memphis is going to take them in 6 games.
Okay. Well, they got a 1-game lead now, so I picked Utah in 7, but I didn't know they were just going to give away game 1 like they did. It's like they were playing Memphis cheap. Now, they do have Gobert, they have Joe Ingles, Jordan Clarkson, who are good players. They're not world beaters, but I think they overplayed their hand thinking they could rest Donovan and still beat Memphis. I guarantee you, had it been Golden State instead of Memphis, then Donovan Mitchell would have played, and he'll for sure play in game 2.
Yeah, it's hard to imagine though that they wouldn't play someone, play a primary player, that they would have that much. It's not confidence, but they would take a team that lightly and show such little respect for them that they would rest a player like that. So
Right.
yeah, we'll see.
Play him
Yeah,
limited minutes or
yeah,
whatever, but play him.
yeah. We'll see. We'll see how that goes.
So Clippers Mavericks, how do you see that one going? Mavs are up 1-0 right now.
The Mavericks, they played pretty well last year. I think they took them to 6 games. I think they need to, as long as everyone contributes. I really like Jalen Brunson. People talk about, look at what he does, but to me, Jalen Brunson, he's a really, really good point guard. He's fearless. He goes into the paint, which I really like. I think the Mavericks, I think they're going to win that series probably in 7 games. We'll see how that goes. They don't appear to be afraid of the Clippers. And it's if the Clippers wanted to play the Mavericks, well, then, the Mavericks might have wanted to play them too. So we'll see how that goes.
Yeah, be careful what you wish for.
Yeah.
There's definitely no fear factor of the Clippers. I'll even say, so initially I said, hey, look, it comes down to Porzingis to KP. If he can give the Mavs just 5 games, which is asking a lot for KP, but if he can play 5 games in this series, then they'll win. Well, he played last game, didn't even play well, and they won. So I'm saying this: if the Clippers lose tomorrow, game 2, there's no need for them to get on the plane and fly to Dallas, because that series, they won't get swept, but that series is effectively over if they go down 0-2.
You think so? You don't think they'll be able to come back?
They could, the Mavs won't sweep them, but if they go up 2-0, the Mavs will get them out in 6 or maybe even 5.
Yeah.
It's something there with the Clippers mentally. They're not,
Yeah.
they put on this facade of mental toughness and physical toughness, but I'm not buying it. I'm not buying it.
There's something with Kawhi too that doesn't seem to be the same as it was. I'm not sure what that is, but yeah, there's something going on, with him as well too. So we'll see. Yeah, we'll see how that goes.
Let's see, Denver and Portland. Portland took game 1 of that series. How do you see that one playing out?
I thought Denver would win that series. I think Melo is going to be a factor, and if they better quit booing him. I don't know why they're booing Melo, but he's going to be a factor. Of course, what's the boy, Dame Dollar? He always comes strong, but yeah. I want to say Denver's got, is it Djokovic, the MVP? That'll probably win the MVP.
Yep, the Joker. Yep.
The Joker. But I don't know. That one's hard to call, Reed, but it would not surprise me if Portland, if Portland won that. Yeah. So I'm picking another upset, I guess, because I think Denver had a higher seed.
Yeah, Denver's the 3 seed and Portland's the 6. But I picked Portland in 7. I didn't think they would win game 1 either, but I did pick Portland to take that series in 7 games.
Yeah.
Let's see, Lakers and Phoenix. Lakers are down 0-1.
I think they're going to come back with the vengeance. I think it's going to be, LeBron. I don't know why they don't play. What's the boys? He was with Memphis. His brother Gasol. I'm not sure what it is. That they don't play him. But I think that the Lakers will get game 2, and I think LeBron will get better. He needs to be challenged to feel as if people aren't giving him the respect that he's due. And I think CP3. I don't know if he's injured or not with that shoulder, but I think the Lakers are going to go ahead and win. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. You're not going to see Ayton is not going to stop, stop AD, the way that he did. And LeBron's not going to have the type of game that he did. So I think they're going to come strong and go ahead and take it. And, it may go 7 games because you got to give them Phoenix credit. They're not afraid of the Lakers, but I think the Lakers will come back. Yeah.
I hate to say this about a grown man, but Anthony Davis, he's the softest big man in the league to me. He's always on the ground, grabbing his elbow or his wrist or his shoulder, or it's always something with him.
Yeah.
And that game 1, he didn't want anything to do with Ayton.
Yeah.
Like Jay Will said, AD played like he was allergic to the paint.
Allergic to the paint. Yeah, I like that.
He didn't want any smoke at all with him. And it's just, the more I watch the Lakers, the more I've noticed that. And I promise you, in the back of LeBron's mind at night, he's like, man, we should have went ahead and probably went after Giannis.
Yes.
Instead of AD. I'm just You know,
Too
I'm just not
lazy.
feeling him. I'm not feeling him at all. He doesn't play
And
through pain.
Drummond, yeah, yeah. What about Drummond? He's not doing anything either, right, Andre? Didn't they get
No,
him?
not really. He hadn't done much since he got there. And he doesn't, that yellow and the white colors that they wear, that's not a good look on him. He's not a fat brother, but he looks a little chunkier in Laker uniform than he
To
does.
add insult to injury.
Right, you don't even look good on the court either. You're not playing good, you don't look good.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Looks slow and